I was like, no, I don't know if I agree with it. I don't know if I agree with John Piper on that. But the more I've gone about using it, thinking through it, walking with other people who have used it, hearing stories about it, I'm starting to change my mind. So I want to say thank you for changing my mind on AI and having a perspective on it that I think we get so lost in thinking the world is progressing and so we need to change with it versus staying in what stands the test of time. Um, when it comes to AI, Pastor John, what do you think about it? Can a Christian, a young believer, whoever, can they use AI to build a relationship with God? Or would you caution them to steer clear from it?
I wouldn't caution them to steer clear from it because I think that's whistling in the wind. It's just as hopeless. It's going to be as present as Google. It's just fancy Google right now for most of us because we don't know how to do fancy things with it, like reshape websites and so on. But so I don't think that's good counsel to try to say avoid it. It's going to be so utterly prevalent, and therefore the question must be rephrased as how can I most effectively benefit from its potentials and be aware of its pitfalls. And I think the pitfalls are if it weakens you and robs you. I think Carl Truman this morning was talking about if it makes you less human because it replaces your humanity, it replaces a human in your life. And I was thinking before he said that if it disables me in my powers to read, if it disables me in my creativity, if it disables me in my ability to communicate effectively, instead of strengthening me as a creative person, strengthening me as a person who can read better and communicate better, that's the measure for me. Is it helping me? Is it making me more whole, more complete, more effective instead of taking away from me stuff? And I'm just being sucked out. My life is being sucked out as this human-like thing takes over what I used to think my humanity was. And the point I made there, and I've thought of it often since then, and it's wonderful that my Christian hedonism is so relevant to AI because AI is called artificial intelligence, not artificial emotion. Nobody's saying that. Now you can train AI to cry, and you can train it to make people cry, and sing songs that move people. But it's not emotion. You know it's not. But it is a kind of intelligence. A kind of intelligence. And so that's significant. That's a significant realization that if you identify your humanity as largely, I have reasoning capacities, that's my image of God. That's my being created in the image of God. And then you realize, oh my goodness, this machine is smarter than I am.
Better reasoning capacities
at the level of reasoning capacities. What's become of my humanity? I mean, it's a crisis. But my
Enter Christian hedonism.
Enter Christian hedonism. My essential humanity is that I was made to enjoy God, authentically enjoy it. Not just say in that clip that you looked at, I said, AI,
for those who didn't hear it,
create a 100-word prayer in the spirit of Don Carson, with his language, praising you. I forget if I gave you more specifics. And it wrote a prayer that was beautiful, stunningly beautiful, and just the way Don Carson would say it. And I said, is that praise? Some people said yes. I said, that's not praise. Praise is felt adoration. If you're not feeling what you say, we have a name for that. Hypocrisy. It's not praise, it's hypocrisy. That, if you call that computer prayer a praise to God, you don't know what you're talking about. I am a praiser. A computer will never be a heartfelt praiser. It won't, by definition. It can't. It can be a thinker, but not a praiser. It can't feel. It can imitate feelings. It can say words that make feel, but it cannot feel. And that means it cannot achieve the ultimate goal of the universe. And this has caused me to say things crazy like the point of the universe is feeling. It is. I mean, that's not an overstatement. The point of the universe is feeling. I heard a speaker say this morning, he said, don't fall for the lie that worship is an expression of your feelings to God. It's rather a being formed by God. That's not good. Worship is an expression of your feelings to God. I love you. I adore you. You are amazing. You are great. That's worship. And if it's not coming from the heart, it's fake. Computers will never do that. So I think AI is refining my theology in a really good way. It's helping me get clear on what humanity is.
Yes.
What
it means to be in the image of God is apparently more than reasoning capacity.
Yes, and capacities to figure out what's right and wrong according to some authority. But let's be, I mean, so those are dangers. But I use ChatGPT every day. I mean, I don't use Google anymore, right? Restaurants. Let's see. How old was King David when he died? I'm just going to ask ChatGPT.
Sure.
I mean, ordinarily, you go to Cyclopedia. Before the internet, I had a concordance, a Greek concordance. It's just greasy with 20 years of use before computers. I never touch a concordance anymore. It's all in Logos, and now Logos is driven by AI. And so it's inevitable that we will use AI to answer many questions that we have. And realize it's fallible. Oh my goodness, it has said some stupid things. I mean, AI is a fallible source of information, but it is also a very useful source. And so when you say, what use can it be? I'm just going to say, if it strengthens your faith, if it strengthens your human capacities for communication and creativity and reading and thinking, then God bless it. If it's weakening you, if it's stripping you of authentic relationships or capacities to communicate or capacities to think, capacities to read, capacities to express yourself, you're in trouble. Change your habits. Don't use it that way. Frankly, I have many unanswered questions. I mean, we're all babies, right?
Yeah,
we're
sure.
all babies when it comes to AI. Music is huge for me right now. Let me just give you a little illustration. Stop me. I wrote a poem for my wife on my anniversary
All right.
3 weeks ago.
How many years?
57.
57 years.
Wrote the
Right.
poem.
Well, how many poems do you think you've written for Noah? Yes, I mean, obviously.